Musicians' Viewpoints. This podcast is by and for local musicians in all localities. I'm your host, Kevin Ronkko.
Hey, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm Kevin Ronkko, and I'm here live in the Pumping Beat Web Productions Studio, bringing you another episode of Musicians' Viewpoints. Musicians' Viewpoints. And I'm excited to be here. I don't have any guests today. Last time I tried to schedule guests, we just couldn't work out the schedule. So I got tired of doing that. So I just didn't have a podcast for a while. But I am back, just doing a solo one today. Still open to guests. Still want to have guests. But, like a lot of people doing podcasts, there's only so much time in the world, and juggling everyone else's schedules, not always something I'm fond of doing. So I'm still willing to try, but I took a break from it. So a lot of people know I play the drums, little guitar and stuff like that too, but mostly drummer. That's what I do. So last gig I had was the kickoff of summer. First weekend of summer, I played the Salem Market with the Gusto Brothers. Another marathon gig. We had Charlie on bass this time. Great Charlie. Once again, Steve on vocals. Paul on guitar. We rocked that market. Great fun. Again, a marathon gig. We did some great cover songs. Lots of originals. Great time. People loved it. So that was my most recent gig, and looking forward to what's next. Jamming with lots of folks. Just had a get together with a guy named Bill from Albany, Oregon. He plays amazing bass. I'm looking forward to getting an originals project together with him, and I guess a guy from Eugene will be joining us. We'll build something. I'm going to be doing Coat Hanger and the Train again. I haven't done that in ages. Probably Burning Oil. A bunch of other my greatest hits. I'm not even sure some of them are really properly out there, even though I try. Definitely try to market myself, get out there. Interesting times we live in. So, got an election coming up, and it's a total nightmare, train wreck, no matter how you look at it. So I'm trying to ignore all that stuff, get back into music. Music is so good for our soul and healing, and it's not the 24-hour news shit cycle that we all endure when they don't give us any real news anyway. They just fill us full of crap that they want us to think about and worry about constantly. There's more to life than that. I mean, when I write a song now, I just want to take people away from that. It is something else, higher plane, hopefully. And with that in mind, I am going to play some tunes on this podcast. It's kind of the reason I decided to do this one, not just to talk about myself and all my adventures, and although there have been many adventures. Went hiking on the 4th of July, climbed Iron Mountain here in Oregon. Oh my goodness, that was fun. My wife and I, we had a good time. I think that was the fastest I've ever hiked around that thing. Pretty sure it's the third time I've been there. The second time I've done the bigger loop that we did. This is the 7.5 mile hike all the way up to the top of that mountain. There were bees on the top, because they have this wooden platform on the top of the mountain. Apparently the bees like it, so didn't stay up there too long. Plus it was too damn hot. Today's another hot one. Going to be hot through Tuesday, so I'm here on a Saturday, down in the basement of Pumping Beat Web Production Studios, where it's pretty cool down here. I'm staying cool. Hope you're staying cool. And just a reminder, be cool. Try to be cool. I know it's tough some days. I'm definitely not cool sometimes. I'm more cool more of the time than I've ever been. So something that happens when you are aging, you find ways to be cooler in your soul, in your spirit, in your music making. So yeah, I'm having fun with music. Got lots of friends, lots of bands that I play in, and sometimes we get gigs, these bands, and we're out there. So keep us in mind. It's been a hot summer, going to be a hot summer, so I don't know how much you'll be seeing me out there playing this summer. It's kind of brutal in those tents with it's 100 out in the sun, and then you're under the tent. It's probably 120 playing music for people. But I know that people appreciate it. They leave really good tips and stuff, so that really helps. Anyway, I'm going to move it on over to the songs I'm going to play for you here. I've got a song I wrote called Too Many Many, and you can decide what the Too Many Many is. Was it too many people? Yeah, probably 8 billion. Too many passwords. Oh, that's another one. I've got too many passwords. That's one I'll put on here. That one's an instrumental, although I could write lyrics on that one. Probably will, but then I started with too many passwords, and then it evolved into too many because I just thought it was, passwords is just one aspect of all the too many things we have in our lives now that make us sometimes miserable, actually. So I don't want to be miserable, but so I wrote a song about it to put that stress somewhere. Too many passwords. I'm just trying to get where I'm going on the web and sign into my websites and do my shopping, all that stuff, and I can't remember all these passwords. So anyway, that's what that song's about, and also too many, whatever you want to put in there for a word. Too many, I don't know, too many kinds of yogurt to choose from. No, I don't know. I think there's probably just the right amount of types of yogurt to choose from. Could be even more on that. So I'm open to more yogurt to choose from. Anyway, what else am I going to be playing for you? Because I'm not going to talk at the end. I'm just going to talk now, like I am, and then we're going to switch it on over to hearing my newest compositions, so I can move those into another folder on this computer and come up with some more stuff. That I just have fun making these things, and some of them I bring into the bands that I play with. And I'm psyched. I'm psyched that I got together with this Bill guy, and he wants to do Coat Hanger in the Train. I'm like, wow, we're bringing back the Free Treats material that I did in New Hampshire. Now that I've been in Oregon, I can't believe 15 years now, almost 10 years living. 9 years living in this current house I'm in. My wife, happily living here in Oregon. So, I've got, what else? I might put on this thing called Cosmic Grooves too, and a drum solo. So we'll load you up with some music here, and I'm going to sign out. Enough having to hear my talking. Not at you, but just talking. Hope you're enjoying the words coming out of my mouth, because they're these words are connected to my brain, and I have a functioning brain, unlike the candidates who are running for president. Neither one of them is all there. Pretty scary, actually. I've got two guys to vote for, and neither one are actually all there. They both have cognitive decline and dementia and all that. I'm not happy about that. I feel like I have the choice to vote in the way Russians have the choice to vote, which I don't have any choice to vote for other than I'm voting in a direction. But that's really not good enough. So enough on that. And back to the music. I should probably play Coat Hanger in the Train, but I'm going to save that. We'll play that on another podcast. Probably come up with a new version of it, although the Free Treats recordings are still amazing. Anyway, Thanks for listening to another Musician's Viewpoints. And once again, my name's Kevin Ronkko, and I will leave you with some of my original music, and I'll get back with another podcast, hopefully a guest. We've had some good guests over time since I've started this podcast. We've had Flooded Cellar, great YouTube band from Maine, Lovell, Maine. I've had Ed Probst. I've had all kinds of guests. David Whitaker one time, Nat Pierce, the Colin Trio, a couple members of that group, friends of mine. All these people are friends, and many others. So it's open. Doors open. Podcast is open. I do want to keep this going. And I do think it's a good service. So I hope you're enjoying it. And we'll have more. All right. So I leave you with some of my original music. And I hope you enjoy it. Cheers.
Too many. Too many. Too many passwords wasting my mind. Too many homeless, too much slime. Where is my wine? All of these presidents, perpetual wars. Evil of evil, horror of horrors. Too much of this, too much of that. Too much tit for tat. Did you ever get the feeling that we're not alone? When the mobs who rule the world are bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. Too many. Too many. Too many boozers, too many losers, too many users, cruising snoozers. Too much inflation, too much gyration, too much haste making waste on the nation. Too much haste making waste on the nation. You're always one credit sure when the funds run dry, so they kick you off the docks after spitting in your eyes. Too many jokers, not enough smokers. Too much poking and too much stroking, thought-provoking. Too many. Too many. Too many. Too many. many, many. Too many, many.